All right, due to the midst of my targeting, and like I said, based upon your ancestors and their history, and based upon their lifestyle, which could end up passing down to you and cause you to be targeted. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather, David Lowe Johnson. I'm gonna read a little bit from his obituary. He was an entrepreneur. He started a limousine company. Um, he was a musician and all that. But let me show y'all some of the resemblances. Now it says Mr. Johnson was born July 15th, 1934 in Montgomery, Alabama. My mom, she was born July 6th. You see what I'm saying? 1960, July 6th, 1960. I was born January 7th, you know what I'm saying, 1988. And my dad was born, you know what I'm saying, January 14th, you know what I'm saying, 1960. Or basically, you know what I'm saying, 1959. I think 1959, 1960, one of them. So that's the geometry right there in that role. Um, it says he was a retired U.S. Postal Service inspector in Manhattan, New York. Mr. Johnson accomplished musician. Mr. Johnson was an accomplished musician. He founded DJ Enterprises Inc., New York, mentoring and developing talent musicians in the metro New York area. He was also a member of the Lions Club and Knights of Columbus. Lions Club and Knights of Columbus, when I Google that, that's a Masonic organization and it has something to do with helping the community. But nowadays, the Masons, they might consider themselves helping out, but they're not doing that much help. Trust me, they're not doing that much help. And even if they're trying to help the next man out, they also trying to bring down other men too. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. Um, it says Mr. Johnson demonstrated his commitment to the community by example. While residing in Columbus, Mr. Johnson's influence was felt by ownership of prestigious VIP limousine service of Columbus and captain of his neighborhood community watch. Now, this goes back to him being the captain of his community watch and why they community watching me. See, this is why they study your ancestors and they reverse everything based upon their life and they come at you the opposite. See what I'm saying? So they studied my whole bloodline and then they created this little false reality toward me and my family to make it seem like it's something that it's not. I'm about to go in though. I'm about to go in. So it says, you know what I'm saying? That's why I left off at the limousine service of Columbus and captain of his neighborhood watch. Survivors include devoted wife, Miss Clorinda Johnson of Columbus, and all that. And they're saying his kids' names and all that, coming from Long Island, New York, and all that, and stuff like that. So in the midst of that, due to, like I said, my ancestors, my grandfather and my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle and what they were doing and how they were living, living in the house they lived. My grandfather came down here from Manhattan, from Long Island or whatever, to open up his limousine business or whatever he done did. And he got his little house, you know what I'm saying, secured the house, secured the bag, you know what I'm saying. Had my grandmother, she was working for the Tom's Chips Company, you know what I'm saying, that's highly known, you know what I'm saying. She was working for the Tom's Chips Company and she was also working for RC Cola. That if I'm not mistaken, they used to be the same building, and they used to be the same building all in one. Tom's and RC Cola back in the day when I was younger, that was the same building, and there was the main headquarters in Columbus. It was, I don't know if it was founded in Columbus, but it was the main headquarters. So I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is going from past all the way up. So Tom's Food and RC Cola, that's in all these grocery stores and all these little gas stations and all that. I know people don't heard of them. Like I said, my grandmother, she serves a role in it, and she served a role in it, working for the company and help, build the organizations and all that. And then my grandfather said, well, you know what? I'll just make you be the house caller to do the calls, by staying in the house, and then he'll do all the moves in his limousine by, picking people up and bringing them to where they need to go. You know what I'm saying? On some real boss type of shit. But this is what they done did though, based upon my ancestors though. They done studied them, like I said, and flipped up whatever they had going on, watching them, and then rearranged, what I'm saying, the whole, what I'm saying, community to Reptilianville to have these people come in the midst of me, to come around me, what I'm saying, to demonstrate, fuckery. And he died too. See what I'm saying? It says he died February 2000. My grandmother, she died Then in February 2013, see what I'm saying? Another geometry of numbers, you know what I'm saying? So by him dying in 2000, all these connections, all these Illuminati, government, CIA, sacrifice connections, man. If you know what I know by being a target individual, being a chosen one, critical, be a conscious, critical thinker, you could put two and two together. So um, like I said, I don't have to keep on explaining myself. I don't have to keep on showing demonstrations about me being targeted. It's all proof right here, from the name to, what I'm saying, some of this stuff that's in the in the obituary, all that. You know what I mean? Like I said, my bloodline history ran deep from Alabama to Mississippi to all the lower, deep South states and regions, all the way up. You know what I'm saying? From New York all the way down. And even my aunt said it. You know what I'm saying? Even my aunt said it. And she don't have the same mother as the rest of the kids from my grandfather, but you know what I'm saying? Even mine even said it. She was like, somebody was studying our family history. I'll never forget it. I'll take it to the grave with me. She was like, somebody was studying our family history. And that's why they did, because when my grandma died and we moved out my grandma's house, the people that was behind this fake simulation that was studying my kinfolks, was studying me and my family. They couldn't wait, you know what I'm saying, for the Illuminati, for the CIA to take my ancestors out just so they could sit back here and rearrange their house in a Masonic type of way, black and white stairs and all that, and all that. Just messed the whole, like I said, messed the whole house up. In a sense, though, for how it was, it went from being like actually like presentable to being some, like I said, some cliche, type of imaginary type of bullshit that you'll see, on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like some little, some bullshit. So anyway, that goes back to that, and like I said, that goes back to how, like I said, they rearrange everything based upon them. Now, based upon my inner circle of family, me, my mom, and my sister, and all that, and what been going down in the midst of us. Like I said, my sister, with her daughter, when she had her daughter at his daycare center back in the early 2000s. This was like a couple of years after my grandfather passed too. When she had her daughter was in the daycare. See, this is how they all come together. They had two inmates, two inmates, break out from the jail, take the correctional officer's uniform, go to the daycare center where my sister was at intentionally, and try to, kidnap my little niece and kidnap my sister and shit, and take the car and ride off with it, but they couldn't drive it because it was a stick. So that little script that they had acted out, it failed. So this is the reason why, in the midst of my ancestors being bosses and posing as a threat and making their moves, and this is the reason why I'm posing as a threat due to my ancestors and being named after my grandfather, since they named me after him, not after no damn character in no Bible. They named me after him, you know what I'm saying? And this is why, in the midst of them not being able to really like try to do what they want to do to him and take him out, they trying to do what they want to do to me. So what I'm saying, in the midst of it. And that's why I said, from that fake breakout that they had, that fake jail breakout, to all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? It all come down to it, from the cars they selling us, like I said, the used cars, the conditions, these apartments, how they not really like fixing them up in the midst of us moving in them. They just giving it to us any kind of way to play some reptilians, all around me, you know what I'm saying? Trying to prove a point by giving them an equal opportunity, like I said, to live, and then trying to label you a mental case for this experiment that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? All this plays a role. You know what I'm saying? All of this plays a role. And this goes back to my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? David Lowe Johnson and Clorinda Johnson. And like I said, he was a member of the Lions Club. I believe that was a Masonic organization. And like I said, they helped out. You know what I'm saying? Or they help out. But at the same time, all of them not legit. You know what I'm saying? All of them not legit. All the members of the Lions Club and Knights of Columbus and all that, they all not legit. So, you got some, like I said, that's real, and you got some that's fake. And like I said, the Masons nowadays, they just dick riding, you know what I'm saying, me, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of my grandfather and what he done did. And then, like I said, they being told to do, do everything, vice versa. Instead of, respecting you, they told to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of dapping you up, you know what I'm saying? They'll try to close fist pound you. And they ain't talking about no epidemic type shit either. I'm talking about when we used to, really dap up, you know what I'm saying, to show love. But, they'll close fist pound you, you know what I'm saying, like to try you, you know what I'm saying? Because coming from the hood, real niggas know. If a nigga sit back and you meet them, and whether they dap you up or they close fist pound you, that speaks a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you, I don't want to know you, I don't want to F with you. So that's what that is. But that's, from past to present, like I said, this was all based upon my ancestors, man. And my mother and my dad too. But my dad, he was majority locked up. My mom, she was, working, being low vibrational, coming home, watching TV all the time, signing off on stuff in school, not really reading stuff, could have signed off on a whole bunch of experimentation stuff that could have been caused, back when we used to sit down in the little rooms and they used to do the little ear tests with the little frequency, little noises and all that. All that stuff goes back, man. How they sat us down in them little rooms and all that back in elementary school. All this goes back. And like I said, the only one that really stuck up for me, man, back in the day when I was being targeted in elementary school and went to talk to these teachers and all that was this guy right here, my grandfather. My mom wasn't doing shit, you know what I'm saying? I guess she was trying to take out her anger out on me because my dad was locked up majority of the time. So, she was trying to take her anger out, due to that because he wasn't around. And that's what, some really a majority of black parents, do. You know, they're just a stereotype, man. You know what I'm saying? They're just a stereotype. It will never fail. Some of these black females, they'll have a son by some dude that, ends up getting locked up or whatever. And then they end up turning their back on this, on their son because of the fact that the father locked up, and they'll start trying to treat the son bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mom kind of like did in a sense. So she was kind of signing with the enemy, with them anyway. So, like I said, this all plays a role. And like I said, from being in apartments 2-on-1 to events 2-on-1, I'm talking about, man, my target is clear as day, man. It's just a broad example, just a broad daylight example to all this stuff, man. And like I said, having people living around you, they don't have cars, but they could come out when you come out, go in when you go in, and all that, And on his bloodline, the only one that joined the military was his brother. I don't know how, it's him and about 4 or 5 other, kids or whatever that, his mom had or whatever. But his brother was the only one that I know for a fact that joined. Not too many people out of his folks, his folks side to join, anything, as far as the military for what I know, for what I was told. But on my dad's side, none of the folks on my dad's side joined. But it's a lot of Masonics and Eastern Stars on my dad's side. You know what I'm saying? Masons and Eastern Stars on my dad's side. But I question him about it all the time, and he tells me his experience with it. You know what I'm saying, and all that. But I'm just saying, even if it runs through your family history, that doesn't mean. But in the government eye, that means that they want to have you one. To make you one, but like I said, in the midst of doing the rituals, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, you ain't one unless you do a ritual. I don't give a damn about no bloodline history. So I don't give a damn if everybody on both sides was involved. Unless I do a ritual, then that means, I'm involved in it. And there got to be the rituals that are known for it. Blindfolds, all that. Not no having sex with a female of a Mason that's in it. That's not no ritual to get you joined. And then that might be a new one, but from the last time I heard, like I said, you got to be blindfolded and you got to do all that other stuff. Not if and another dude's wife that's Masonic, she's an Eastern Star or whatever, and you join in, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they'll find a reason to join, to put somebody into something without them doing anything nowadays. That's why you got to record too, being a chosen one. But like I said, a lot of this that's going on, that's taking place from past to present, is dealing with my ancestors, dealing with me, my experiences in school. I always had problems, elementary all the way up to high school. I always had problems in school, been threatened by principals, talking about they were going to kick me out. Elementary school, send me to YDC, all types of stuff. This is dealing with targeting due to being hateful and jealous of my grandparents and the moves they was making. And they were the only ones, man. My grandparents were the only ones making the moves around the city at the time. The only ones inspiring this damn fuck ass city of Columbus, Georgia. The only ones inspiring this fuck ass city. The only ones. Can't nobody else sit back here and lie and say otherwise. They were the only ones that was keeping the bag, securing the bag, and names held weight in Columbus, Georgia. Nobody else. And then I was the only one beside me and my sister going to school in a limousine, going everywhere around town in a limousine, and that's what caused us, in the midst of all this stuff, being studied and watched, to be hated on because of my ancestors. And like I said, my mom, she might play a role in it, my dad, but it's a little small percentage other than what they were doing. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, do the neighbors above me and the similarities, like I said, of their family, of this guy's family, and my side, in my family, you know, like I said, it's all orchestrated, man. I remember when I was 13 in the hood, just chilling and stuff, you know what I'm saying, outside playing basketball and all that. You know, like I said, they've been trying to turn me into to a gangster, to a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Throwing out bandanas around the way. Um, Dudes that I knew, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna say no names, coming to my front door trying to get me to trap and sell at the time, you know what I'm saying? All this was orchestrated, you know what I'm saying? So I guess the government was trying to say was, you know, we're gonna base your life off of you know, what we want to by having you be a trapper, you know, or whatever, because, you know, you look like, you know, you seem like you'll be fit for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, for what they were trying to turn me into. They ain't never like me working no jobs and going my own route and all that. They wanted me to be what they wanted me to be. You know what I'm saying? Not on no army shit, but they wanted me to be what they wanted me to be. So, like I said, it's all go back. And like I said, Long Island, New York plays a big role. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I'm like one of the main experimenters, you know, on this guinea pig list behind the CIA. They always talking about Long Island, New York. You know what I'm saying? On the international news. I ain't talking about y'all local news either. I'm talking about y'all go to ABC News, Fox News, or whatever, ABC News, and listen. You always hear Long Island, New York mentioned. Um, you know what I'm saying? You always hear Long Island, New York mentioned. You always hear Manhattan mentioned. And these are all the places, Montgomery, Alabama. These are all the places due to my ancestors and where they done lived at, where they done been, of how they throw it all in front of your face in the midst of the targeting. See what I'm saying? And that's why I say a lot of people got to do their homework on their ancestors and learn about them and know about them, or they going to be shat of luck, you know what I'm saying, in the near future, because this is why this targeting is going on. And like I said, they'll sit back and make a mockery. You'll sit back and laugh, and they'll show, you know what I'm saying, these mental facility, you know, these mental beings on TV with these disorders, and you'll laugh, and then they'll sit back here and think, oh, since they got the technology to know what you're looking at and laughing at, they'll say, oh, he think this funny, huh? We're gonna place a whole bunch of them out in public everywhere he going. We're gonna see how you like it. So that's what they've been doing. That's that's what they've been doing at first, as far as when I first woke up to my target. That's what's been going on. And I was always asking questions like, damn, why it seemed like everything what I was thinking about, I used to question myself like, why everything I'm thinking about, what I'm seeing, and like, you know, making jokes out of, I'm seeing it before my eyes. I didn't know it was another side of the world. I didn't know there was another side of life reality. You know what I'm saying? I was just, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was a coincidence, not knowing that it was all scripted. So like I said, the government been trying to turn me into what they wanted me to be. Like I said, when it comes to jobs and stuff, they automatically want me to be a manager. Um, when it comes to living in conditions and all that, they always got to place me around reptilians and people that I don't like and people that I wouldn't really talk to and socialize, trying to make me to be friends with them. And you know, they got to go back and tell their handlers, you know, how that turns out and all that. So you know, that's what they do. And like I said, I could step out my door right now. I could step out my door right now, and I could use three people in this hallway that I live at as an example of a reptilian to prove my point of how they got them monitoring me. You know what I'm saying? How they got them monitoring me. I mean, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's way too easy for me to prove my point. So that's in the midst of my targeting, and that's what they done based it off of, my ancestors. And that's why they got these neighbors living around me, because they all serve a role in it, from my past lifestyle to present. Me joking around, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Calling folks ugly, calling folks retarded and all that. And then they said, okay, you want to consider folks this and that. We're going to place these same type of people around them. And that's what they did. I ain't gonna lie, that's what they did. They ain't show no holding game, they ain't show no slacking that. So, you know, say the name Michelle, you know, as a joke, cause my mom working one, you know what I'm saying? Last week, she had the TV on, she watching it, I'm not watching it. Every name that come on, everybody that's on TV, but you know, that's like I said, that's how the CIA do though. The CIA gonna throw it in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, a few of these apartments throughout this whole apartment complex. Ain't none of these apartments in the midst of these perps, these puppets. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the same condition as mine. Not even in the same condition as mine, man. So that goes to show, if you're a puppet, they gonna give you the luxury lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? If you're a puppet, if you're an agent, but if you're a non-agent, this is what you got to deal with. Everything being used, vandalized, all that. You know what I'm saying? So just know the world, the CIA hating on you due to your ancestors, the life they were living, how they couldn't really stop them. You know what I'm saying? How they really couldn't stop them and knock them off. And the only way how they stopped your ancestors and knocked them off due to their man-made created viruses by injecting it into them, just like they injected nanoparticles inside you to know what you're thinking and broadcasting your thoughts out loud and all that. And like I said, if you study the definitions of these names, of these words and these names, you know what I'm saying, nanotechnology, particles and all that, it leads you to the government resources of what they got in the midst of this. So ain't nobody got time to make this up. You can't make nanotechnology up. You can't make remote neural monitoring. You know what I'm saying? All these doctors and these scientists speaking out about this when people thought they took a pledge of oath to not be against it, but to be with it. Nah, there's a lot of doctors that's out here that expose this stuff too, because they know it's killing off their folks too. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like these military faggots. They'll sit back here, you know what I'm saying? They'll take heed in it and know that they giving orders to try to, take some folks out and all that. And they'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't want to do this. So I'm going to speak out about this. I don't want to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like this, keep on taking these people out. I'm tired of doing this. These people need their ancestors. They need their loved ones. You want me to take them out because y'all studying them? Studying their past, their present. Y'all want me to take them out? So that's what they done did, man. Like I said, I can step out right now. You know what I'm saying? I step out. You gonna see it. I mean, you know. Like I said, they just closed the dog park. Now you know a lot of feelings are hurt because you got a lot of puppets out here that can't manage their own life without having a dog around them. So they closed the dog park up. And if I'm roaming around on foot and all these people that's being told to attend to me, and I'm not around, how you think they're gonna feel? Of course they're gonna feel mad. Because at the same time, how it's gonna look for everybody that's secretly in on this to keep on coming around that one individual. Of course, it's gonna seem like something ain't right because you're gonna keep on seeing the same people literally. So that's what they done did, man. And now what they're trying to do is, like I said, now they're trying to cover it up with these reptilians, giving them these little cars and making them seem like they don't know what I'm saying, work their way up to get them and all that. They give them a chance to pick out what color they want and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? And that, they can sit back here and think that they're on top of the world and all that. But like I said, they're the lowest pieces of scum on this planet Earth because they're told what to do every second to a minute of their little lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? To try to put on a little show around you. If I want to watch a show, like I said, I could turn on fake ass television and watch a show. I don't need no actors in the community putting on a show in front of me. So you could keep all that. They could keep all that. They could keep all that. If I want to see any acting, I could look on television. I could look on my phone on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to script and form, you know what I'm saying, an organization of people to run scripts, you know what I'm saying, and play roles in front of certain individuals to put off this fake ass act. Tell them to do it in the midst of their own damn stuff, you know what I'm saying? Why they got to do it in the midst of my eyesight? Due to what's inside my body, you know what I'm saying? Due to what's inside my body. Why they got to keep on flying airplanes over my head? Why they got to keep on telling and alerting these family members to come out to act like they doing real family activities, but they only out because David's out so they can sit back and watch the airplanes fly around and all that shit due to this little military, little bullshit experiment that they doing. See what I'm saying? But don't worry about it though. America's waking up. 2022 and beyond, they can't stop nothing. try to stop it if they want to. It's just proving you right. See what I'm saying? They can't stop nothing. They can feel offended. Let them try to stop it. Let them try to stop it, because all it's going to do is just prove you right. So like I said, for every tactic that they try to do to retaliate, it's just proving you right. Because I'd rather have my own damn freedom instead of having a motherfucking 2 or 3 phones, you know what I'm saying, around me just to be alerted and notified in the midst of what a person's doing. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. And every single time I turn it, like I said, I turn around. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody that's chosen, we are the first people, the first set of people that for every generation that's chosen. We are the first set of people that get all the experiments done to them first before everybody else. So when we gone, the next generation of experimenters or guinea piggers are going to be going through this. That's why we got to